The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through, and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
19 tight.
Now a play fake here on first down. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chop there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Hold it ready. Go.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Okay,
Looking
ready.
at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on. Hey. Move it, 19. That's your man. Ready,
Back to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
Ready? Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
70 Timberwolves. Sixty Bison. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. brings us out past the 20 to the 23. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Stafford now to throw. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike.
Well,
the Rams at 2-7 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 6. From the 50, Stafford. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. At the 40-yard line. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Give to Walker on the read option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes this to Walker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
70 ring, 70 Lions. Get him, get him. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Stafford. Finding Williams on the check down. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And we'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Now Stafford. Short throw is Higbee. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
The Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80!
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Blue 60!
To throw is Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Set!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sean Tucker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Okay, break. 19 Lions. Come on.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And now an audible here into something else. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
70 Timber with 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
19. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass. This is Everett. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Tag. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here we go, here we go. 80, hot 70, hot 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Corum now at 1st and 10. Big runner Williams there on the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
180.
Throwing is Stafford. Gets this to Devontae Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Drill right, 250.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. 280. Hey, we gotta switch it up, we gotta switch it up, we gotta switch it up.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
180, 59. Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 22.
Stafford. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tight by Kaiser White. And the are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Buffalo 18.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
Come on. Count to 60. Ready?
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It hasn't been a better first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 Charger, 79 Broncos. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
And 6 yards.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks to the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap is the CEO.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
32.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. They're just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Get it. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lays run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and yeah. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweat.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass. This is Everett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Rolling to his right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching it.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And middle. Omaha, ready, move. Hey, 5-0.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They're going to look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. That is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st here, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Corum.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Corum.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To the right side, this is Corum.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
10, 250.
They run straight ahead with Corum.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run here with Corum.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
They'll
try and run. Corum.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, team, ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
As he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it. Ready? Go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case as this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Come on. Hey. 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3.